Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to another video. I'm gonna be reviewing Ethereum versus USD because it's been highly requested and it's very interesting to watch. I'm watching it as well. What I'm gonna be doing here basically is I'm gonna teach you guys how you trade this. Okay, so I have here the chart for Ethereum versus USD from Bitfinex. So you will need to adapt this for your exchange, but the strategy is the same, and I'm using the 4-hour candles. So each one of these candles closes every 4 hours, which is good for day traders. But if you want to use the 1-hour candles or even the 30-minute candle, whatever you want to use, you're gonna do exactly the same. So it's gonna be exactly the same strategy. For the 1-hour candles, you're gonna be able to trade faster, get in and out faster, but of course you're gonna make a lot less profit or a lot less losses. So for the example, I'm just gonna use a 4-hour one. Okay, now first thing you want to do is you want to set the moving averages, the 20-day and 50, the 20 and 50 moving averages. Okay, I have here the red line is the 20 moving average and the blue line is the 50 moving average. So you can find them here in the indicators. Just type MA and it will show up here, and then you just set it up for 20 and 50. Okay, once you have that, first, identify support and resistance. So here we have one support and resistance. Okay, since we are trading in a 4-hour chart, you want to find as many support and resistance as possible. You don't do only the main ones, you do all of them. Like there's another small one here. What I mean by a small one, I mean they're going to be very close together, but that's what you want if you want to make small trades, you know. So here we have another one where we are right now. As you can see here it was a resistance, here we had support, and here we had resistance. So okay, maybe one more up. We have another one here and one more here. Okay, and you can be all day long finding support and resistance lines. For this tutorial, I'm going to leave it like this. We have all the lines around where the price is right now, so we have an idea where it can be bouncing. So first thing you want to see, you have to see that when we are downtrending, you see that the price is bouncing off the moving averages. When it touches the moving average, let me hide this. It touches the moving average, it bounces off. It touches the moving average, it bounces off. It touches here, it passes, but it bounces off again. So that's what you see when you are downtrending for any market, any asset, you know, any chart. When you are downtrending, the two things you have to look at to recognize we are downtrending is that we are doing lower lows and lower highs, and that we are bouncing off moving averages. Okay, moving averages are acting as a resistance when we are downtrending. And when we are uptrending, it's the same, but the other way around. So we bounce on the moving average and it bounces up. We touch moving average and we bounce up. And then moving averages are acting as a support instead of as a resistance like in downtrends. In uptrends, moving averages act as a support. And we find that we start doing higher highs and higher lows, right? So that's how you identify trends. Now, we've done here 1, 2, 3 higher highs and 1, 2, 3 higher lows. So we are uptrending in the 4-hour chart. Okay, so this could be interesting for day traders. You never want to trade downtrends. In downtrends, you only go short. You short sell or you don't do anything at all. But if we are uptrending, then you can start going long and trading these parts. Now, how do you trade this? Let's put on the support and resistance lines again. So once you understand the moving averages and the general direction of the trend, and you have your support and resistance lines, what you want to do is you want to buy when the price touches the moving average, and it's supposed to be bouncing back up, right? It could bounce up, probably it will if we are uptrending, but it's not 100% guaranteed. So you want to actually wait for the price to start bouncing, okay? You wait for the price to touch the moving average and see if it's going to bounce. You wait for 1 or 2 candles after that, and if you see it's starting to bounce, then you can make your assessment if it's going to be worth buying in or not, going in or not. So right now we're touching resistance here. So it looks like it's bouncing back down. It could be touching moving average in a few hours. Every one of these candles, it's 4 hours. So this could perfectly be until tomorrow, going down until it touches moving average. So there's no hurry here. I wouldn't buy right now. It's the worst time to buy is now, okay? Even if it doesn't bounce down and it continues to go up, you don't want to enter this trade because it's already halfway bouncing. So more likely you're gonna miss half of the trade. You're not gonna have much profit in here. Okay, so what you do here is you wait until this retraces. Once this retraces, if indeed it starts to bounce up, but you see a couple of candles already bouncing, then this is how you calculate how high it's going to go after that. So for this, use the Fibonacci Extension tool. I've been showing this in many of my videos, but I'll do it once more. So you select the Fibonacci Extension tool, and you go in the previous wave. Okay, you go to the previous wave. You can identify the waves like this. This is point A, point B, and point C in the previous wave. So you click where the candle closes, A, then at the very top of the wave, V, and then where the wave actually finished and started bouncing again. It's right here. I'm just going to extend it so the lines, we can see the lines up ahead. And there, click C. Now, let's zoom in. What do we get here? We get a few Fibonacci, a few Fibonacci lines above the price, which are estimates where the price could be bouncing back down. So you want to cross-check that you not only have one Fibonacci line there, but you also have a resistance line that comes from, from the past in the chart. So bingo, we have one here. We have the number 1 Fibonacci line. It's right below this, it's right under this support and resistance line that I just drew a minute ago. So very, very likely this is going to bounce here. However, if this was to continue to go up, which I doubt right now because, we have the Fibonacci line, and at the exact same point we have the resistance line, very, very likely this is going to bounce back down. But if this, for whatever reason, continues to go up, then we have another Fibonacci line up here, which is also right at the same level where we have another resistance line. So if this was going to continue, it will most likely be stopped at this level here, and it would bounce back down in there. So I'm just explaining this so that you can get the feel. You know how to see these things. I'm not telling you here where you should enter or where you should exit. You need to make up your own. You need to make your own decision. But I'm showing you how to use these tools for more probability, of profits. So now this is more likely going to bounce and go back down. Now let's delete these Fibonacci extension lines. Let's suppose this actually bounces here and it starts to go down. Okay, how do I know? Okay, how do I know where this is going to stop retracing? Well, since we are uptrending, the more logical thing to think is that it's going to stop when it meets with the moving averages, because that's how, uptrends react. But we want to be sure, or we want to get a better estimate. For this, we use the Fibonacci retracement tool here. And again, we do it on the last wave, not in the previous wave, this time in the current wave, where the wave starts, point A, always where the candle closes, and to the top of the wave, where the price is right now. This is if the price actually bounces in this line. There's still no guarantee. The price could still, it doesn't matter one red candle here, we have another green candle here, so this could perfectly continue to go up. But I'm just imagining, like anticipating that the price bounces here. Where could the price be retracing to? So for that we use this tool and we get all these lines below here. So where do you think, seeing these lines, the price is gonna bounce? I'm anticipating here this is going to bounce either in the 50% and the 50% Fibonacci line, which is $240, or on the one below, on the 61.8 at $235. I think because by the time the price gets down here, I'm anticipating the moving average will be on the way as well, and it would be acting as a support as well. So what would be the right thing to do now if you want to trade this 4-hour candle chart? Right now you would wait until the price retraces, and then let's see if it bounces at 240 or if it bounces at 235. Could be anywhere in between, really. The moving average is much more reliable than the Fibonacci, but again, you don't want to trade one single indicator. You want to have a few, you know. You want to have support and resistance lines, Fibonacci lines, and also moving averages. So these would be the 3 main indicators that you would be using to trade this. Right now we are uptrending, so it could be an interesting time to make some profit in Ethereum. So go ahead if you want and use this technique. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do it or not, but since people is asking so much, I decided to make this video. Now, do I think in the long term Ethereum is gonna break all-time highs? In the long term, who knows, in a few years, but in this short, medium term, I don't think so. It's very common for altcoins to get this last pump near all-time highs before they crash for good. We've seen this in altcoins in every single bubble. So that's what I'm thinking is going to happen here. This could very well go up nearing all-time highs. Who knows, maybe 320, 340, something like that, before entering a very heavy correction again. It's very possible that this would happen, but of course it's not guaranteed. Maybe it just starts going back down from here, guys. I'm not gonna assure that. I don't know. That's why I'm staying away from these things. I only trade or invest when I see a very clear trend, the dominant trend is up or down. I don't usually do these small things, but if I do it, I'll be sharing it here. I think that was all for Ethereum. Please, guys, leave your questions below. If you have any question about Ethereum, I'll try to answer as much as I can to the best of my knowledge. Oh, guys, by the way, it's very important to control your risk, how much you can lose and how much you can profit. You need to have some risk management. So for that, it's very important, guys, to cut your losses short and maximize your profits. For that, please go to my channel and watch the video that it's called 5 most important rules in trading. I have that video as a cover on my channel. Please watch that video. It's very important before you do any other thing that I showed in this video. Otherwise, in the long run, you're gonna lose money. Okay, guys, thanks, and I'll see you soon. Bye.